I want to start this video off by saying I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took so long to get here, but today I'm finally happy to announce that we'll be doing my 5K/6K giveaway. So stay tuned on how you can win some amazing kits from myself and MidwestHobbyandCraft.com. Welcome back, everybody, to the 5K/6K giveaway. Now, for those of you who have been here throughout my years, thank you guys so much for your support. For those of you who may be newer and not quite sure what's going on, initially back in March/April, I had announced that I wanted to do a 5K giveaway, but due to some tax issues, I wasn't able to afford a kit right away, so I asked everybody to be a little bit patient. Eventually, I did have enough money for a kit, and I wanted to showcase it to you guys, but when the kit was sent to me, unfortunately, when I received it, this is what it looked like. So I had to postpone again until I was able to afford another kit. But in the meantime, MidwestHobbyandCraft.com had offered to throw in their own MGSD kit for the giveaway. So big thank you to MidwestHobbyandCraft.com for a MGSD Freedom Gundam. Now, that's directly from them. And I have another kit that I wanted to give away because that's from them. I wanted something specifically from me as a thank you guys. So on top of winning an MGSD, you'll also have a chance to win the Master Grade Zeta Verka Gundam. Now, how can you win those kits? Well, let's get into the rules about the giveaway. Number one, unfortunately for my viewers, the only people who can apply for this contest are those who are in the United States. Unfortunately, I don't want to get anybody in trouble due to giveaway laws or rules or regulations of other countries. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I don't want to get myself in trouble. So unfortunately, this is only for people based in America. Now, what can you do to enter? All you need to do is submit 3 things in a comment on this video down below. Number one is going to be what you guys think of the 4 kits that are coming up in this video later on, which are going to be the Midwest Hobby and Craft team builds. I want you to give me your thoughts on each of the kits. Number 2, I want you to tell me which kit is your favorite. And then number 3, just let me know what you want to see more of on this channel. Do you want to see more build videos? Do you want to see more tutorials, more therapy videos, whatever it may be? Drop that in the comment as well. If you have all 3 of those things, you'll be entered to win the Master Grade SD Freedom Gundam and the Master Grade Zeta Verka Gundam, which are going to be shipped directly from MidwestHobbyandCraft.com. So when can you submit your comments? Well, the submission deadline is going to be 6 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time on August 18th, 2023. Meaning if your comment comes in at 6 o'clock a.m. Hawaii Standard Time on August 18th, 2023, you'll be entered to win the kit. The 2 kits that I mentioned already. If it comes in at 6:01, unfortunately, you will not be entered. If you come in anytime before that, between the time of this upload and then, you will be entered to win. Keep an eye on your comments for when I reach out to you to submit your email to me so I can get your address to have the kit sent out to you. Before we can go into how you can potentially win one other prize, let's go ahead and take a look at the kits for today. Let's take a look at our first submission from a good friend of mine on YouTube. His name is Natal or Natal. I'm not 100% sure. I apologize if I get the name wrong, but he submitted this to Lanza. And the first thing I noticed is that his choice is using the blue as the primary color as opposed to the yellow like I did with my Big Weird Boo. And I really like the change in idea because it just shows that when people approach painting, it just shows how many different views and different ideas can come out when it comes to painting. The next thing I want to say is that I absolutely love the Midwest Hobby and Craft decal that he printed up here and he put on his kit. I don't know exactly how he did it, but if you guys want to ask him, you can reach out to him. Maybe he'll be in the comments below sharing how he did this decal, but absolutely love it. I also love the use of the blue as the primary color. I like a little bit of the weathering that he did around the legs, around the arms. This kit has seen a little bit of battle and is defending the Midwest Hobby and Craft honor name. So absolutely love this submission. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And let's go ahead and move on to submission number 2. Let's look at kit number 2, which is submitted by none other than Mean Mug Gunpla. Now, just like we've seen with our original submission here, we see that they went with the blue this time. And unlike the original submission that we saw earlier, this is focusing more on the dark blue as opposed to the light blue for the body. Another thing that I noticed when I looked at it is I see the metallic use of the visor, and I like the different styles of paints that's being used. We can see the flat colors for the rest of the body, but that metallic visor really catches your eye when you're looking at it. Another thing that I really like is the use of water slide decals on this kit. When it comes to water slide decals, something that I'm really guilty of is I find that I want to put all the decals on. Any decal that I find on the sheet, that sheet is going to be empty by the time I'm done. And a lot of the times it can, one, not only burn you out, but 2, can be a little bit distracting and look a little bit cluttered when you put every single decal on your kit. And so what I really like about this is that the selection of the decals and the specific placement add to the kit without cluttering it. So I like the use of the decals in this kit. I like the use of the dark blues, and I think this is an absolutely beautiful submission. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Next, let's take a look at this Gundam Farak submitted by Zeonic Studio. And one thing I want to say about this kit, and really about all the other kits, but specifically you can see it here, is just the use of color balance when it comes to painting. A lot of times when we get started, we feel like we don't quite have a good grasp on which colors to balance. And sometimes we may try to go with a two-color scheme. And when we start to paint up our kits, we're not quite sure how much of what color to use, and they end up clashing on the kits. But when we look at the Farak here, when we look at all the kits that have been submitted here, really is that we see a nice balance of the colors here. The primary color for this kit is the yellow, much like my Beggar Boo, the primary color was yellow. The accent colors here are the blues, and like the previous kits before, the yellow was the accent colors. So I really like the color balance that we see on the kits here. Another thing that I really like about this Farak submission is the attention to detail that Zeonic Studio put into the submission. And I see that attention to detail when you look at the clear parts of the plastic. Underneath it, you can see that the piece is still completely painted and it matches the rest of the kit. And it shows me that he took the time to make sure that all the parts that are going to be seen are painted correctly. Sometimes as we start to work on really big projects, we start to work on long projects, we may try to cut corners to save ourselves some sanity, try to cut corners to save ourselves some time to move on to the next thing, because maybe we're starting to burn out a little bit in this build. And so when we do so those sorts of things, sometimes we make some mistakes. But I love how he didn't take that shortcut. He took the time to paint the colors under the clear section, and it really shows through really nicely on this Gundam Farak. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below for Zeonic Studios Gundam Farak. Finally, let's take a look at this Choo Demi trainer submitted by Zaku Farm. Now, the first thing I want to say about this kit is I saw a story being told with the paints that are used here, and I was absolutely blown away, because unlike the other kits where we're using the color to kind of showcase like the build itself, we see the color being used here to tell a story. And when we look at the gray color here, that's the main color of the body, we can see that there are parts that have been chipped away to reveal the original yellow color beneath it. And I think that is absolutely amazing and such a creative use of the colors of the kits to not just, again, give us an idea of some sort of kit that could happen in real life, but also use these colors to tell that this kit has been through some events. It's gone through some training, some exercises, maybe even some real battles. And we can see that by not only just scuffs and scrapes, but by the literal removal of paint to expose the paint beneath it or the color beneath it. So I think it was an absolutely beautiful use of the color. I think the gray absolutely works. It gives me the idea that it was used for urban combat, and the yellow was just the sort of color that was underneath that's now being scraped away and being revealed as this mobile suit continues to be used. So absolutely beautiful submission here by Zaku Farm. Let me know what you guys think of this submission as well in the comments below. So there you guys have it, the Midwest Hobby and Craft team build kits. Remember, in your comment below, don't forget to include what you like about each kit, which one was your favorite, and then also, again, don't forget to let me know what you guys want to see in some future videos. That if you answer those things in your comment, you have a chance to win the Masquerade Zeta Rakah, and again, an MGSD Freedom Gundam, not the Strike Freedom, the Freedom Gundam. Lastly, before we go, are you guys interested in winning this? If so, I am offering to give this kit away, and you only need to do one other thing. All you have to do is go on over to Instagram, give me a follow, and then send me a message saying, hey, I'd like the chance to win the damaged MGSD Freedom Gundam. As long as I get your submissions by the same time and the same deadline as the YouTube video, which is, again, one more time, August 18th, 2023 at 6 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time. As long as I get your entries by then, you'll have a chance to win the damaged box, which will come directly from me. Lastly, for those of you who have submitted Midwest Hobby and Craft team builds, thank you guys so much. Go ahead and send me a message on Instagram, or I'll get out in contact with you via email as well, as I'll be giving a thank you to you guys specifically. So for those of you who submitted builds for this video, thank you guys so much for being patient, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to put these kits together to be showcased here. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you found some value in this video at least. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next one.